Alright, so to this whole Maybelline look tutorial inspired by my Charming Charlie earrings, I kind of want to just touch base with my part 4 video. Basically, just in case it doesn't upload, because that was like 15.5 minutes, and it seems like YouTube is really stickler on your videos being under 15 minutes, but they give you a little bit of leeway, and I don't know if the halfway mark to that gives me that leeway. So I don't know if it's going to upload or not, but this is actually my final look. I want to touch base in case that video does not upload. I did apply in my part 4 video the Lash Sensational. This is what my lashes are looking like. I personally think it's a personal fail because I applied the gel eyeliner to the top of my lashes, and I think that kind of affected my lashes naturally. So I am going to be utilizing this particular mascara in another video without applying a gel eyeliner on the top, or my technique of applying eyeliner. So I just want to make sure that was included in case the video doesn't get uploaded. The lipstick that I'm using right on my lips is 780 from the Loaded Bolds collection, another Maybelline item. The color is Coffee Addiction, and it kind of just looks like that in a tube. Very similar to my lips. You can see how opaque it is. I decided not to use a lip liner because I normally don't use lip liners when I apply my lipsticks, but I do like lip liners if I ever want to darken my lipsticks or make my lipsticks a little bit more red. So I do use lip liners if I'm trying to manipulate the color of a lipstick. So there is a honorable mention. I think my husband's knocking on the door. I guess he can go ahead and come in. If you need to come in, just go ahead and come in. I'm going to keep filming regardless. So the liner I had mentioned in another video is by MAC. It is the chestnut color. I decided not to use it because I applied the lipstick the way I normally applied it, and the purpose of this video is to use predominantly Maybelline cosmetics. So I was trying to use as few MAC cosmetics as possible, just trying to show a simple look you can create from going to your local drugstore. MAC is more like sold either online or going to a actually MAC store. Not every city has that. The city I live in doesn't have a MAC store, but however, they do sell MAC cosmetics at our local mall. And when I lived in Jersey, I would go to Macy's and get MAC cosmetics. Now that I live in South Carolina, I go to Belk. So either way, if you do want MAC cosmetics, they are accessible. If they don't have a store in your city, you can order it online, but it's hard to order cosmetics online if you never tried it, because the colors that they have online are not true to what they really look like. So you really do need to go to a store. So hopefully, everyone has that kind of access to it. But one thing that I'm missing is being able to get my Pro Palette things, and I've discussed what that is in another video. So like I said, for you to follow along with what I'm saying, I try to go back and treat each video as if this is the first video a person's looking at, so they can kind of follow along with what I'm doing. But it does make sense to follow the progression of my videos. If there are a part 1 of 4 and you're really looking at the part 4, you may have missed some things that I may have discussed prior. So it is important to look at all of them if you really kind of want to follow along with how I do my tutorials. I don't edit my videos, so that part with my husband knocking on the door, which I thought he was knocking on the door, maybe he decided not to come in. You may see those type of things in my videos. I am a wife. I am a mother of 2, and I'm at home doing my videos. It's not professional. So I try to film my videos in the mornings to early afternoon. I'm filming today because I am going out to do errands, and I wanted to show a look that's easy to create by going to your local drugstore, inexpensive, that's fun and festive. A lot of my makeup creations, are, like I've said in prior videos, are inspired by my clothing, my wardrobe, or piece of jewelry that inspires me. So the season inspires me, so you'll probably see a lot of tutorials with burgundy in it. So look out for that. There's many ways you can do burgundy, so that's going to be pretty exciting. I probably will do a lot of videos with that. But I did want to give the pencil an honorable mention in my video because you will see me actually apply it in other videos. I do use it. It's just that I didn't feel it was necessary for this video because I applied my lipstick pretty effortlessly, and I normally don't need a liner because I normally have really full lips and I don't require a liner to do that. But I did want to give a shout out to the item and also explain that I'm not actually using it, but I was contemplating using it, and I went ahead and decided on my part 4 video to just apply the lipstick directly like I normally do, hoping that it was not going to turn out messy and outside my lip line, my natural lip line. But it worked out successfully, and here we are. The reason why I also wanted to do a finale video, I had mentioned about an Essence of Beauty brow kit. This is it. They may call it Beauty 360 in CVS because they have changed a lot of their store brand items for women from Essence of Beauty to Beauty 360. But this is a kit. This is a kit I was referencing. You get a couple of brushes and eyeshadow, a stencil kit. It's a really good kit if you need help on getting your brows to the shape you need. But I don't really use the kit that much because it never really replicates the color I want. So in my part 4 video, I basically kind of toned down my brow highlighter and my brows a little bit by utilizing my MAC NW45 makeup. Even though this is a Maybelline look, I did have to use some MAC items, and those are the items I described, like my pencil sharpener, the brow kit, but I didn't use it. I only mentioned it, so I wanted you to see what it looks like in case you were like, what are you talking about? What's that item? I wanted you to see exactly what I was referencing, and I wanted to give a shout out to the MAC lip liner. Even though I didn't use it, I kind of wanted you to see that if you did want to define your lips, you can do that. I didn't do it in my look, but I feel they deserve a little bit of honorable mention in the video. So look for that in my description. I'll probably have the Essence of Beauty item next to the CVS honorable mention, and I'll probably have the lip liner next to the Belk honorable mention in parentheses. I always put those on the bottom of my page because these are the stores I normally buy my makeup products, so I kind of think they deserve to be mentioned. Even though they don't have their specific names, I think they should be mentioned because I may say it a lot in my video, or you may want to know where you can go and pick up MAC Cosmetics if you don't have one in your local city. So that's basically that I kind of want to add in a video. The other thing I want to add in the video is this is a brush I've used before in my tutorial. It's also a Makeup Academy brush. It's not a dual-ended like I showed in the other videos. It's called a stippling brush, and I don't think I need to utilize this brush, but I want to also give this an honorable mention in my video in case you feel like you have too much powder on your skin. This is a great brush to really do that. I'm not going to use it in a video this time because I've used a different foundation, but I normally use this brush when I do my MAC powder foundations and contouring. Just in, translucent powder, all those powders, but because I utilize my Maybelline mousse, it's giving a nice sheen to my skin. I did the strobing effect on my skin, so I don't really have nothing excess to remove. I think with that matte mousse, my powder that I use for my foundation and my eyeshadow is really in my skin. It's not going to really flake and move. I also want to give a little honorable mention to this tool too. I really didn't use it in the video, but when I stopped filming, I sometimes use that to clean up my eyelashes if I feel like they're too close together, if I want to comb them. But right now my eyelashes are actually dry, so it's not really that effective once they've already dried. But this is just a technique I use to clean up with the comb part my eyelashes. If you have really unruly brows, you can use that to brush your brows in place. My brows are really thin, and this is the shape I have had for probably since I was 12 years old. I've been plucking my eyebrows since I was 12, so I've been doing it for 25 years. I'm 37, so my brows are pretty much been this shape, majority of my life. But I want to show this tool in case how I feel like I had like a flop with my mascara. This is a tool I use to kind of separate it or comb it out while it's still wet. If you want to get clumpiness from it, use the comb side of it to do that. So I felt that needed to be mentioned in the video as well before I wrap up this whole makeup tutorial. And it's kind of a review as well. But what I was mentioning about my pet peeve, about how ladies will apply eyeshadow after they apply their mascara, it's a pet peeve of mine. When you're looking down and you see a bed of eyeshadow or powder foundation on the eyelash, it's a pet peeve of mine. My technique in applying mascara, I always go on top first, and it's normally my second to last item that I apply. Lips are normally last, but sometimes I do mascara last. So it's either or. Those are my last two things before I complete my look. Sometimes I do add a setting spray. My makeup is looking the way I want. It's having that strobing effect I like. Sometimes when you set your makeup and you have done a lot of contouring stuff, you need stuff to set it. I didn't do that today. I didn't contour at all. I only did a strobing effect and a foundation. So definitely look at the videos that I've done prior to this one. But I really wanted to show you how it's unnecessary to apply eyeshadow after your mascara. Because if you make a mistake, if the reason why ladies are applying it that way because they're scared that the mascara is going to mess up their eyeshadow, this is a way to fix it. The same eyeshadow I used in part 1 of 4 of my video, I'm going back utilizing the same palette. I dip my finger, not a brush, my finger into the eyeshadow that I wanted to correct. The other color was what I use as a highlighter, so I won't need to do that because my eyelashes don't reach that far up and it's not anything that's affected. I dip my finger in, and where I feel like there's blue, you just take your finger and dab it where the pigment is needed to be corrected. Do you see what I just did? And that way, you don't get pigment on top of your eyelashes and have a bed of eyeshadow on there. By utilizing your finger, I'm gonna do the other side because since I put a little bit more on one side, I kind of want them to be even. You just lightly press it into your skin, and you keep doing it until you feel like you covered that area that got messed up. I actually don't even see it anymore, so I feel like I covered it. I think what happened is when I put the eyeliner on, a piece of the eyeliner broke off into me doing it because gel liners are softer. So I probably will stop applying a gel liner to the top of my eyelashes. I'll probably only use it on the bottom because I'm wasting product when it breaks off like that. So I probably won't do that again. If I do it, I'll use it on only the bottom lash line to alleviate that from happening. That piece is in my lash. It's giving depth. I don't know if it fell off from the mascara, but I'm going to leave it there. I don't think it's going to give me problems. And even if it does, it's not a big deal. So, but that's just a quick way to easily fix your eyeshadow in case you're concerned about your mascara messing up your eyeshadow. I mean, if your lashes are that long, more power to you, you know. You may want to utilize a technique I'm using. Apply the mascara to the top of your eyelashes, do your eyeshadow, apply it then again to finalize, and then bring it up. That's a whole nother thing. I don't have long lashes like that, so I'm not really have that problem. But there's also another technique that ladies can use to not mess up their mascara from that happening. There's a spoon technique. I'll use that in another video. I'll show that in another video to also not mess up your eyeshadow when applying your mascara. But I just want to finish my video by at least applying the earrings. That was my inspiration to this look. So I can move on to my hair tutorial. But this is basically the inspiration. The metal in the earrings are my inspiration for my eyeshadow. The blue here is my inspiration for the eyeliner. The aquamarine color here is inspiration for my dress, and my lip color is inspired for the beading right there in the center. And that's basically my inspiration for the look. I'm going to add my second earring It's already approaching 15 minutes. And that is my Maybelline cosmetic look inspired by my Charming Charlie earrings. And my next videos is going to be basically on how to create my natural hair look. And that's the conclusion, at least to the makeup part of my tutorial and review. And stay tuned to see my finished look with my hair. Alright, see you in a bit.